Hello guys, I'm Yuri, and today we're going to be playing Yes, Your Grace. Uh, Not really familiar with this game. I know it involves a story. I know it involves being a king. And it has maybe some, I don't know. I don't know. I read the description. I forget the description now of the game. But it's on Steam. I decided to pick it up. It sounded interesting. I like being maybe role-playing as a king here would be fun. And let's see. Let's do a new game. This continue, I think, is from when I loaded in to check the options. Let me just make sure. Yeah, that sounds okay. This music is just fantastic. Hey there. Alright, cool. Let's do a new game. Yeah, I didn't really do anything. Alright, I'm excited for this. I hope this game's good. Click on the petitioner to call them forward. Okay, I guess this is me and Audrey. It is time, Your Grace. Click on the throne to step down. Absolutely. I'd better put on the crown. Oh yeah. If I was a king, I would never take off my crown. I don't care how heavy it is. You can find your inventory in the lower left corner. Select an item and interact with it. Ooh, point and click adventure. The crown of the King of Davern. It reminds me of it's getting a bit rusty. Davern reminds me of Daventry from the King's Quest games. I wonder if that's a deliberate reference or I'm just associating two things in my head. Oh, I'm wearing it. 100%. You always gotta wear the crown. I wish I had a crown on me right now. I'd wear it immediately. You can leave any room by walking to the edge of the screen or by selecting the doors. Okay. Yeah, exactly like a point-and-click adventure game. By the way, this is a more modern game. I don't know when it came out. I really should have done my research on this. I'll do this in the next part. We're going to film this in like hour-long episodes or whatever. But, yeah, I don't know when this game was made. I know it's more recent, though. It's like, you know, 2018. I don't know. I'm not going to guess, but it's like, it's more recent. It's not like a 1990 game or anything, obviously. But it's got the style. It's got pixels. It's got, non-voiced characters, which was, you know, early adventure games didn't have voice work. I'm sure it was delivered on this part not to have voice work, but, maybe a budget issue. This is an indie game, by the way. I don't think it's made by a major studio. Yeah, let's log off the screen. I'm gonna stop rambling about adventure games. I just love adventure games. I love to talk about them. This is the map of your castle. Click on the castle wall to go there. Cool. Castle wall. Let's do it. Your Grace. A deserter found one of ours hiding in a shed. Shed? Why would you do this, Sobek? There's too many of them. We have no chance of winning. If you let him off, the rest may follow. However, our army is as sparse as it is. We need every set of hands able to hold a sword, Your Grace. Okay, got two options here. Even the least brave soldiers are essential now. There's no place for cowards under my banner. From what I gather, we're under siege or something. We're under attack. So yeah, it could be useful to have an extra soldier around. I don't know if I want to roleplay this as a tyrant or as a good king. It could be fun to do a tyrant run, but it's my first playthrough. I'd honestly kind of feel bad if I just like got the worst ending because I decided to kill everyone in my path. Yeah, I mean, he is a deserter. I'd honestly probably put him in prison, but I'm gonna say he's essential because if we're under siege, I can use every man I can get. With courage, we will defeat the enemy no matter the odds. Let him loose, General. Go and stand for Davern. thank you, Your Grace. Over here, Your Grace. I'm coming. Oh, yeah, we are under attack, I'd say. Sons of Davern archers, or I'm not putting up the white flag. Or who chooses this option? That soldier down there would have chosen this option. I'm not choosing this option. We're making a speech. That's the kind of king we are. My brothers, we stood together through the worst of times. We have proved our strength in many battles, and today we will prove it again. My brave men, I bid you fight for all you hold dear, for Davern. Oh yeah. Hell yeah. It's a really cool opening. This is like a good opening segment. One year earlier. 3, 2, 1. Okay, here I come. Hide and seek. She's right here. I can see a little... I don't know what that is. Wait, is that her? No. That... She wasn't hiding. What was that? I thought... Do you guys see this little thing right here? I thought it was the like a head poking through the bush. Okay. No. I was doing so well. You must have cheated. Or peeked. I demand another trial of the game. How official, huh? Maybe next time, Sidani. You'll never find me next time. I believe you. My wife? The Queen Ari... Oh god, this... Orly. Aruli. Aruli? Okay. This is why we have Google Translate. Here we go, guys, in real time.
Aurelia.
Aurelia. Queen Aurelia. Oh, you know, I'm not playing with you, darling. The sun finally came out. Let me enjoy it. Just let me enjoy the sun, Eric. It sounds like we really bother our wife. She really just doesn't want anything to do with us. I don't blame her. You found me. Well done, father. Come on now. Come on, guys. Like, you can't expect... I watched Game of Thrones. I didn't read it, so I don't get fantasy names very well. Lorsulia. Yeah, that's right. Lorsulia. It's not often that we can do this. I told you I don't want to play. Aren't you too old for this? Lorsulia, that is no way to speak to your father. I knew it. I knew that little one was hiding there. I knew it. I knew there was something back there. Oh my god. Shut it. Asalia. Asalia. We can see you from miles away. I saw her immediately. I agree with this woman, Lorsulia. Aurelia. Asalia. Oh god, this is just painful. What is your name? Adam? Okay, at least you start with the C, Sidani. She's obviously a stepchild because we named all our children on, oh, a crack on the pavement. We need to get patched up one day. Let me join this. Oh, I gotta talk to her. Got you. Should have insulted your sister from across the gardens. She always has to bring it. Hey, I got you first, okay? This guy, he wasn't very observant, but I, Yuri, Saw you coming. She always has to ruin everything. She's so proud. She couldn't even find a place to hide. I wasn't even trying to hide. I don't want to play. I'm a teenager. Next time you don't want to play, maybe try writing a formal announcement. Oh wait, you can't write. Of course I can, you nitwit. Cut it, both of you. Seems normal to me. Forgive me, Your Grace. I hate to interrupt, but your subjects will soon arrive. Alright, I'm ready to be a king. Alright, enough games. The throne awaits. Hell yeah, throne. I like the sound of that. Grevno, week 1. The petitioners will start queuing in a moment, Your Grace. We really need to shorten the visiting hours. Okay, I see my wife, Aurelia, a dungeon guard, a peasant, and another peasant. Let's speak to my wife first. Can you go and speak to Lorsulia, my grace, or my dear? I've tried talking to her, but she just won't respond. I don't know what's gotten into her recently. Okay, she's a teenager. Every single parent from every game, TV show, real life, movie, arcade game. I'm trying to think of the other media. Everything has a teenager who's a bitch or an asshole. It always happens because it's true. Maybe she will open up to you a bit more. She's probably wondering about the wall. Of course, my sweetest. I gotta talk to my daughter, my teenage daughter. Before I hear out this dungeon guard, you got anything to say? How can I be of service, Your Grace? Oh, this is helpful. Tell me about the kingdom. What would you like to know about Your Grace? Well, first of all, did we name our kingdom after Daventry, which is the kingdom in King's Quest, and King Graham is their king? Just curious. Nope, I want to know about resources. We have to control 4 resources to keep our kingdom running smoothly. Gold, which is displayed here. Oh, I see. It's like a resource. It's a resource. I wasn't even looking at this. I was paying attention to all this up here. So yeah, we got resources. Supplies, army, and contentment. Okay. We need to distribute gold and supplies to our petitioners. If they are happy, their contentment will grow. A strong kingdom needs a big army. To gain more soldiers for our army, we will need to make alliances with neighboring lords and kings. We can gain resources through taxes, as well as from alliances we make with lords. Taxes. The villages in our domain pay taxes. Happy people will pay their taxes gladly, while the resentful will do what they can to get around them, resulting in a less income for us. This is why we need to make sure people's contentment is high, in order to keep a good gold flow. Petitioners. Peasants, merchants, knights, foreigners, lords even. They all have problems, and they will seek help from their king. We can use our resources, our agents, to help those in need. Beware, though, some might come with malicious intentions, so you should carefully consider who is truly in need, Your Grace. Change subject. That's it. Davern Shield. These guys must be so pissed. I'm just like sitting here chatting with this dude. I'm looking around the room. It is forged by a famous blacksmith from Grevno. Sorry. These names are messing me up. I'll get used to it. The river brings a lot of wildlife to the area. I enjoy the sounds of birds chirping away in the morning. Probably why you have the window open. Chandelier. The chandelier is so old and rusty. I hope it doesn't drop on my head. These swords look quite sharp, but they are about 1,000 years old. Aurelia convinced me to have some plants here. It makes the place seem more friendly. I'm not sure if that's good or bad. Okay, dungeon guard, ready. Yo, Grace. I bring bad news, of course. Does anybody ever bring good news to a king? You always bring bad news. If you're here, you have bad news. The recent rains have soaked through our roofs. The pantry roof has collapsed, as well as some walls of our dungeon. Only one cell is currently functional. We should really fix those things before they get worse. Otherwise, we'll keep losing supplies. You will see the required fixes in your weekly summary at the end of the week. New entry. When you meet people and talk to petitioners, your advisor makes a note about the encounter in your archives. You can see all the entries by clicking the Archives button below. Okay. Oh. Okay. Oh, this reminds me of the, This reminds me heavily of the menu from KOTOR, which is my favorite game of all time. Knights of the Old Republic. It had a system, a quest system like this, where you just had little drop... I mean, this is kind of common for a lot of games, but, like, specifically it reminded me of KOTOR. Like, you click on something and it had a little entry you could read. Very similar to the way KOTOR did its thing. Eric's youngest daughter, Sedani. Eric's youngest daughter. She observes her sisters and learns quickly, often mimicking their actions. Lorsulia. The oldest of Eric's daughters. Lorsulia is smart, polite, and learns quickly from her mistake. Sorry about that. So learns quickly from her mistake. She's 13. Osalia. Eric's middle daughter. Osalia is adventurous and playful and doesn't care what others think about her. Aurelia. The Queen of Davern. Eric's wife and mother of their 3 daughters. She is always happy to advise the king on important matters. Flood damages. The recent rainy weather has damaged our pantry roof and dungeon. We should repair the damage when possible. Okay. Awesome. Peasant. Yo, Grace. My daughter's wedding is at hand. Congratulations. The problem is, we don't have enough gold or supplies to make a worthy feast. What would my daughter-in-laws think of our family? We want to hire a band, buy some of that fancy wine on the market. We only need 5 gold and 5 supplies. I have 30 and 20. Let's see. This is obviously going to be just as much as a narrative game, a resource management game. So I have to be very careful where I spend my resources, because I'm going to be able to help some people, and I'm going to have to turn other people away. For instance, I'm going to have to, at the end of the week, it sounds like, try to fix that pantry and that dungeon roof, so... Huh. Well, I'm doing good on supplies and stuff right now. You know, we'll learn from it. For right now, we'll do it. And we'll see. Plus, you know, if I make them happy, they'll give me more taxes and make more money. You can't have a marriage with... Oh. Yeah, I got +1 happiness from that. I'm gonna try to keep them as happy as possible. You can't have a marriage without the music and something to kill the thirst. Ah, yes, the thirst the worst. We will show these peasants what a real feast looks like. Haha. Entry completed. Cool. This game's fun so far. I really like it. I like making decisions like that. It's just something about it. So, oh, I didn't see these feathers. These pigeons always bring so much... I thought that was glass. These pigeons always bring so much mess in the throne room. We'll close the window. What the heck, man? I'm not trying to spend more money on sweeping. Yo, Grace. I come here representing my village. We want to ask you for 7 gold. Uh-oh. To help us gather tools and resources required to build an inn. We could really use a new place to rest after a long day of work. Oh, crap. Oh, man. If I had known about this dude, I would have just put the inn instead of the wedding, honestly. Like, a wedding, come on, man. Why do you need a big fancy wedding? You're a peasant, first of all. And second of all, nobody needs a big fancy wedding. Weddings are scams. I stick by my statement. At 25 gold. It's times like these I wish I had a chat. Once I get more viewers, I plan on live streaming. But for now, I have to make these decisions alone, as a king would. Let's do it. Fuck it. Who cares? Take my money. But you better give me that money back in happiness. Oh, we surely will. Thank you, Your Grace. I also have to keep in mind these dudes could be scamming me too. So I'm a little bit worried about that. Oh, another peasant. Monsters. Beasts dressed in black. They came in the night. Unseen, unheard, until they arrived. They attacked the village. We heard the dreadful screams of the slain. Your Grace, I beg you. You must send your men. Check what happened. Find those responsible. Tell me more. Who are they? Bright. Redheads. Short, but sharp fangs. Hundreds of them. Gleaming metal for their claws. We've never seen anything like this. Can you tell me even more? No. Well, I only have the option to have my agent check the village, so let's do it. The general should deal with these bandits easily. Now, I gotta move my webcam because there's some options on the bottom I can't see, and I think I just see the general right there. Let me see if I can rearrange this real quick. I never know where to put stuff until I start the game. Okay, sorry guys, you gotta do the top-down view here. It's fine. There we go. The general should deal with these bandits easily. Thank you, Your Grace. Okay, so I also had the general resource here. I couldn't see this because I had my webcam in the way. There's a blank here, and a pigeon here. Click on the glowing flower to advance to the next week once you're ready. Sometimes you will need to see your family. Yeah, I needed to go talk to my daughter. Is there anything else you could tell me? No. That's all for now. Okay, I'm gonna go talk to my daughter. The gardens. She said she'd be on the wall, but there's a dungeon, castle wall, gardens. We're gonna visit all these places. Blue icons indicate important matters to attend to, like my daughter. Green icons show optional conversations. Well, we're gonna do everything. I'm a completionist. Let's go to the castle wall first. Most important thing first. Gate. The gate looks very old. Anyone with some strength could probably just barge. Oh, that's not good. I need to spend my gold on a new gate. Generals and hunters sometimes come here to practice swordsmanship. Sweet. Alright. Oh, it's you. You need to stop fighting with your sister. Do you want to talk about what happened in the gardens? No. I'm fine, Father. So why didn't you play with us? So Azalea's been pretty nasty recently. I could see something's wrong. Let's do the first option. You used to find the best spots, remember? Maybe I'm not 5 anymore. I'm gonna say I could see something's wrong. That's the classic parent response to anything. I can see you're upset. Let's talk about it for 30 minutes. Why won't you talk to me? Everything's fine. Don't you have things to do? Well, I just got done with everybody, actually. I don't have much to do. Besides talk to you. You're the most important thing, apparently. I don't know where your sister learned to be so rude. That's it? We didn't resolve anything. I feel like we just didn't do that correctly. Dusty, you can pet the cat. Sorry about that. That's awesome. There's a lot of games, there's a meme going around where the game gets a 0 out of 10 if you can't pet the pet that shows up. If there's like a dog you can't pet or say anything to, or they're inanimate objects. This game obviously took that meme to heart because you can pet the cat. Oh, yeah. Okay. Let's do the dungeon. Damn it. This is worse than I thought. Oh yeah, that's pretty not great. The recent downpours have damaged a lot of buildings, Your Grace. While we still have space for prisoners, we should focus on buildings that need more attention. I've had a scribe write a list of things that need to be fixed. You will see this in your weekly summary, Your Grace. This sounds like it's going to be costly. Yeah, I don't have a lot of gold left. I spent everything I had on everyone. I'm obviously going to have to stop doing that. The wedding was probably a little bit ridiculous. These voices. By all the gods, that could have been me. Oh, the rocks yeah, that could have been you. Your Grace, do you see what happened here? If I was in the other cell, I would have been crushed. These voices. It's like The Sims. This is a sign. The gods have forgiven my sins, and I shall serve the mighty ones. Okay, dude, it's not that dramatic. Our kingdom's trash, okay? We don't have a good gate. We don't have anything. I'm spending money on weddings and taverns and whatever the hell I feel like. I'm not spending it on important stuff. Like gates. I will dedicate my life to those in need. Okay, bro. I mean, if I could get out of here, please. Why are you here again? Oh, I bumped into the innkeeper at the street and stepped on his toe. How dare you tell such falsehoods? He ordered a gallon of beer, drank it all by himself, and he didn't even have the gold to pay for it. I know the innkeeper. He was pretty upset. Ah, yes, I think I remember. Your Grace, I have been enlightened. I won't ever do such a stupid thing again. I will serve a higher purpose now. Just maybe let me out. Well. I'm trying to decide if this guy is an alcoholic or if he's just a complete asshole and just purposely bought a drink he couldn't pay for to be a dick. If he was an alcoholic, he did it because he needed it and didn't think about the long-term consequences. It's just like, I need beer now. But I mean, a whole, what do you say, like a whole barrel of it or something? That's a little bit ridiculous, but I'm an addict. I don't like alcohol very much, but I do partake, or did at least. I'm recovered now, in recovery, but in opiates. Anyway, I feel a little bit sympathetic to addicts. But I don't think this guy's an addict, because I feel like, I think he's just an asshole from the way he talks and the way, I don't know. Not sure what to do here. I can't, let me ask again. I stole a gallon of beer at the inn, but this won't happen again, Your Grace. Sounds like an addict to me. I'm worried I let him go and, like, the gamey thing happens where, like, I let him go and he goes out and murders 12 people and it's all my fault. Like what happened in Dry Drowning. If you haven't seen that, I don't want to spoil it too much, but there was options for me and Keith to take, and we took the option that sounded the best to save the most lives, and it ended up screwing us over big time. So, you know what, just, I can come back another week and maybe free you later. Let's just see how I feel later. I think you need more time to think about. Yeah, I do too. Okay, this dude is totally just an asshole. Your Grace, but I am the chosen one. The gods have spared my life for a reason. Yeah, bro, okay. New inn for the village. Oh, this is not completed, the new inn. So I'm gonna see what happens with this later. Pantry, the monsters. Yeah, the general's gonna go check it out. The wedding is finished, and divine intervention is finished. Oh, I can come back then. Okay. I was about to say it's finished. I can't do this. I thought I can come back. Okay. Oh, let me talk with the guard. How can I help you, Grace? Oh, I'm just looking around. Mushrooms. The dungeons are a mess. I don't want to think what else is growing in here. It's quite pretty, though. It had the light shining through. I could see it. Barrels. Those barrels are empty. They used to store our wine. Really? Okay. Keep the wine with the prisoners? Alright, cool. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to try to get that fixed, but I'm running out of money. I'm hoping the happiness I increased will give me some more dough. Yeah, I know about the crack in the pavement. I'm trying to walk, and there's a crack right here if you guys can't see it. A little bit annoying. Yes, father? Can you explain the fight in the gardens, please? What is the matter with you two? You and Lorsulia used to be the best of friends. You mean why is Lorsulia such a big baby? This is the kind of thing I mean. She's annoying, is all. You need to stop fighting with each other. Insulting your sister won't make the situation better. She will just get more resentful as time goes by. Ugh, but it's so hard. Ugh. I'm sorry, Father. I won't do it again. Okay. I trust you. Don't see the little one around. Unless she is the little one. I don't know if Sidani's younger than Asalia, or... I think Asalia is the middle child. So I went to the gardens, I went to the castle wall dungeon, throne room. Let's go back to the throne room just in case I missed anything. No, we're looking square here. Let's advance the week. This is your weekly summary screen. Here you will be able to see your kingdom's weekly expenses, our weekly income and expenses. You can buy upgrades and fixes for the castle in the left section. To buy an upgrade, simply click the button with the upgrade name and you will see the cost added to the summary. Okay, what do we got here? We got the upgrades over here, but I'm gonna look at the treasury first. Treasury. Broken Theater. We have Broken Theater? That's causing -1 in happiness a week. Broken Pantry Roof is causing -5 supplies a week. Holy crap. I'm paying Stan 9 gold a week. Jesus. Oh. Okay, I gotta stop this happiness bleed. Because I can for right now I can like do the grain. Oh god. Yeah, I need more gold income a week. So I gotta fix the theater, man. We're going for the long game. Alright, that got rid of the unhappiness. So next week I can get more gold to be able to afford to stand better and to fix the pantry roof too. Right now I can't afford to fix it. Fix Marcus Stall. Gain 2 gold per week. Yeah, sure. That's worth it. I won't be able to give any supplies this week, but yeah, this is definitely worth it. In games like resource management, you always want to like do a thing called macro. If you haven't played an RTS, it means you want to focus on your economy very hard. So this gain 2 gold per week, the earlier I do this, the more gold I'm going to be gaining each week. And the earlier I do it, the more worth it is. So I'm going to do that immediately. Unfortunately, I can't fix the pantry roof right now. I'm at it. Well, actually, I can. But I'd have no gold at all. I'm going to eat it for a week. I'm just going to eat it for a week. Because I don't want to have 0 gold. Like, what if a dying kid comes and he's like, I need 2 gold to cure my illness. And I'm like, sorry, but I had to fix a pantry roof. Alright, let's save and continue. This game's awesome so far. I'm loving this. This is really, really great. Oh, we got a lot of people this week. Oh, here's the general. I wonder what he has to report. Yo, Grace. No sign of the monsters. We did stumble upon these bandits, though. They were pillaging the village. Red head, sharp teeth. A crest of Radovia? I thought you could only find them in the books and old manuscripts. Well, it seems we have one right thing. Well, it seems like we have one right here, too. Tell me. Whose banner are you bearing? Is it true that you're from Radovia? Your man is right. Radovia is my home. And soon yours, too. Ha! He's hostile. Then we did capture him. What were you and your men doing near the village? We're just making a living. One man might call it plunder. I would call it hard work. Who's your leader? Do you have a king? Or are you just a barbaric thief? We are a free people. We're freemen, free folk. But we don't bow to kings and lords. Get her a drink of water. All this talking is making my throat hoarse. Alright. Bold words for someone trespassing in another country. Got him. Bold and stupid. I've heard enough. Actually, I would like to ask him more questions, actually, like a lot more questions, but I guess I've heard enough. Yo, Grace, we can't allow barbarians to stalk our lands. Plundering and killing innocent men? There is no question that justice needs to be dealt to this one. Oh, execute him, throw him in the dungeon. I would like to know more about what the hell is going on. And I feel like if these Radovians are causing problems, if we have a prisoner of theirs, we have leverage. I feel like executing them is just bad because they would just get super pissed and start raiding our lands more. But if we have one of theirs, we can bargain with him. So I'm going to do the smart thing. I'm not going to let him go. Hell no. He's got to pay for what he's done. I mean, he's out there looting and hurting people. We're going to throw him in the dungeon. You'll rot in a cell. Don't you want to let me go? But you don't have the guts to kill? No, actually, I want you for leverage, like I just said. My friends will gladly hear about your coward... It's not cowardly, it's tactful. Okay? Tactics. I'm a king. I gotta think one step ahead. Why are you saying, oh, I did the right thing? That was the right decision. We got this nerd in a basement. We're gonna figure something out what to do with them. Maybe they steal our daughters and they want him back and we're good. Oh, we got an exclamation point. Let's see it. What do you make of this, Audrey? Radovians here? How would they get through the mountains? Why would they threaten a war? That's a lot of questions, but I need answers, Audrey. Forgive me, Your Grace. I'm just so puzzled. It might be reasonable to start thinking about renewing some old treaties. Talk to old friends. See who could give us a hand. Oh, I'm excited to do some diplomacy. With our current resources, a war would bring certain defeat. I will make some preparations. This game is so cool so far. I am loving this game. Like, absolutely loving it. I'm loving everything about it. Just wow. It's like, I can't describe, like, why I like it so much. It's just, I'm really into medieval stuff and kings. And too often in medieval games, you're like playing a soldier. You're playing like you're playing with the whole army if it's an RTS game, like Total War. It's very rare you get to make decisions as a king, and that's what this game gets done really well. I want to be the guy in charge. I want to role play as the dude who sits on the throne and makes all the decisions for all these people. It's just so cool. You know, I'm really into history too, and the Habsburgs in particular and the Holy Roman Empire is something I'm really, really interested in. I might make more videos about the Habsburgs and the Holy Roman Empire in particular. Uh, and the idea of just divine right to rule and all that, and, you know, not even just the Habsburgs, but, you know, Louis, the Sun King and all that. It captures my imagination. I could sit on Wikipedia for literally hours just reading over and over and over again about the kings and the emperors of the past. And getting to play as one right now is just sweet. It's just awesome. Alright, we got a banker. I'm here representing the Bank de Florentini, Your Grace. This, because I like history, this is a real thing. There were these Italian bankers, I think they're from Genova. I might be wrong about that, I'm not sure. It's one of the Italian city-states during the time of Charles V. And they financed the hell out of Charles V. Charles V was the Holy Roman Emperor and ruler of much of Europe by inheritance. He came when his grandfather died, Maximilian I. Was it yeah, it was Maximilian I. He died, and Charles V came to power and inherited all of the Holy Roman. Well, he didn't inherit the Holy Roman. He got elected to the Holy Roman Empire in his by paying crap loads of money, and the Bank of either Florence or Genova, one of the Italian city-states, bankrolled his ass all the way to the throne through his many wars in the Holy Roman Empire, France, civil wars in Spain, the Low Countries, all that stuff. Fascinating dude, Charles V. One of the most fascinating. Anyway, the Italian banks were. The Italian city-states were very, very influential. And even though they were very small, they were literally city-states. They were the city and a little bit, you know, of the grounds outside the city. They paid. They loaned the kings money for wars, for debauchery, and whatever the kings wanted, they gave, and the kings owed them a debt. Many of the kings never paid it back and died before they could, and their ancestors had to deal with the enormous debts they had in those city-states, so they could usually get the favors through the emperors and the kings. Anyway, it just reminded me of that. This is obviously based on that. So cool. Awesome reference. I hear that your treasury has seen better. It really has. I've been spending a lot of money. It's week 2 and I've spent all my money. But I'm here to help. How does this work? How does this all work again? We understand that sometimes it's hard to be a king. It is. It's really difficult. I'm on week 2. I'm stressed. And we want to do our best to help. We offer quick and easy solutions to give you a surge of gold and supplies, whichever you may be in need of. Our exclusive package offers 50 gold or supplies instantly available for your use. The bank only adds a small fee of 10 gold or supplies depending on the type of loan. It's paid off in weekly amounts of 10 until you pay off your debt, Your Grace. We won't charge you any additional costs. Oh, one last thing to note. We only do it one type of loan at a time. So if you want to borrow gold, we can't lend you supplies until the first loan is repaid, and vice versa. And remember, the first loan is free of charge. You must pay back what you take. Interesting. Well, my supplies are really low. That's because I need to repair a pantry or whatever it was. I don't know. I kind of just don't want to take anything and just deal with the repercussions for now. I want to macro and just get more and more resources coming in. If I'm doing this, this is going to be a drain on my resources. I'm going to have to be, it's going to be draining my resources. But then again, if I get gold now and I start funding projects and get more happiness, that may offset the loan amount. Oh. Who do we have left? I can't tell. For right now, I'm going to eat it. I'm just not going to do it. It might be the wrong thing to do, but I don't know. I don't like the idea of taking out loans or for anything. The Bank of Florentine? He is always... I'm sure you are. Or Sulia. I bring news, father. Asalia sneaked out last night. Or what? Sneaked out last night. Sneaked out at night last week. Okay. I ran into her while she was going back to her chamber. All laughing and a little tipsy, I think. Uh-oh. She wouldn't say where she'd been, but Sidini, as thick as she is, spilled everything to me in the morning. Those two chit-chat all the time. They think I don't realize, and I'm gonna tell you everything, because I'm a sister that's a tattletale. Dick, don't speak ill of your sister. What has gotten into you, Lord Celia? Asalia sneaks out to some wedding. Uh-oh. I paid for that wedding, by the way. Gets all drunk, but I'm the bad one all of a sudden? I better talk to Asalia about this. You girls are gonna drive me mad one day. That ain't good. Yeah, that sucks. I paid for that wedding. My daughter's out there getting drunk. She's like 5 years old. Your Grace, my dear son is nowhere to be found. Yes, a really daft little boy, but still, he is my son. I ask you to help us find him, Your Grace. Is there a chance you could do so? 2 weeks for my general to find your son. Uh-oh. Oh man, these decisions are kind of tough. I don't know. 7G. Our general will try to help you find your son. Well, I don't have a lot of gold. Let's just send the general. He's free. Well, he's not free. I paid 9 gold for him, so you better find the dude. And I got a happiness. Good. I'm trying to stack happiness. That's my build right now. I hope he's still in one piece. Yeah, my thanks, Your Grace. Alright, cool. Lord Eaton. My name is Lord Eaton. I am the Lord of Branca, Your Grace. I will be as straightforward as possible. Someone has... Uh-oh. Why is everyone getting kidnapped? Someone has kidnapped my daughter, and they expect me to pay 12 gold to get her back. The thing is, I tracked them out and I know where they're... Oh, crap, I just sent my general. I planned everything out. I just need your general to help me come on. That's not fair. That is unfair, dude. Come on. This dude could be lying, but he's a lord. He's probably... if he's a lord, I could probably just... Crap, I think I have to give him the gold. Fine. He better be telling the truth, or I'm straight up imprisoning him. He's getting executed on the spot. Oh, crap. Your Grace, I fear for my life. I think someone is trying to get me. What is wrong with my kingdom? What is going on? I think someone is following me. They want me dead. Who's they? I don't know. How would I know? I haven't done anything right. I better be going. Okay. Say no more, I guess. God, that was a stressful week. I lost all my money, and I have 3... I'm broke, dude. This kingdom is broke. I'm too nice. That Lord, I'm gonna be super pissed. That Lord, I have a feeling he may have been lying. I don't know. They did say like some people have malicious intent. Maybe he just stole my gold, but my thinking was he was a lord. If it was a mere peasant, like they could hide an anonymity. Whereas a lord, I'll know exactly. Like that dude lied to me. He's straight up. I know where his estate is and stuff. Though he could have been an imposter. I have no idea. Let's go to this crane. Oh, this dude. I didn't think a king would come down to the dungeons. An honor, truly. Yeah, enough of the games, dude. Tell me what you know. Why are you here? I suppose that's one way of killing time in this murky den. You see, Bayran, that lunatic, thinks everyone will follow him, haha. Keeps raving about some promise. One of the 7 kings will give him his daughter. He thinks he's got a chance at mingling with the royals. I still can't decide. Is he the mad one, or is it his followers, who believe this bunk? Who are really insane? I guess that's all for now. You'll stay here a while longer. Maybe you'll... Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Keep him here for leverage, for information. Why execute him? It'll piss them off. And it'll get me nothing besides... Hey, our king's strong. Well, I'm strong because I threw his ass in the dungeon. Don't worry about me. I will play with my friend here. Uh-oh. Your Grace? Uh-oh. Maybe I should let this dude out, huh? He just drank a bottle of... Or, sorry, a barrel of wine. I don't think he deserves to be killed by this asshole. I'm gonna let him out. It would be... I don't want to come back next... Your Radovian prisoner has killed the peasant you didn't let free. You're an evil king. Yeah, get out, bro. You've had enough. You may leave. What, really? The gods have truly chosen me. I will go and spread their wisdom. Thank you, Your Grace. Our paths will cross again. I can feel it. Alright, cool. You stay there, asshole. Not just looking around, I just want to see. Alright, that's it. The bedchamber. Ooh, nice room. Beautiful. Stork painting. We get a lot of storks here in Davern. They are very graceful birds. Mountains painting. The Grey Mountains. They seem much bigger in real life than they are in this painting. Our bed. I wish I could have a snooze right now. I have plenty to do, though. Our mirror. Damn, I look so tired. Maybe I'm just old. I can relate. Sometimes I look like I'm 40, if I'm tired enough. Dresser. Aurelia's dresser, where she gets ready for the day. Alright. Darling. Foreign barbarians have visited us this week. Radovians have come to Davern. One of their bandits was brought to the castle. Radovians? That can't be right. Do you think it's about our... Oh, God. Our promise? They made the promise to the Radovian leader. One of our daughters is going to marry the Radovian. I'm afraid it is. The bandit is in the dungeon. I already questioned him. It cannot be Eric. Well, he said so himself. How would he know? 13 years ago, we promised our unborn child's hand to a thug. Bayran, was it? Does it matter? After 13 years, a Radovian shows up here in our castle. I'll be damned. Yes, Lucilia will soon become a woman, and we will need to find her a husband. And Bayran, the villain, will arrive to make me fulfill my promise. Huh. Well, that adds a bit of a... I understand the siege now. What got into us? Yeah, exactly. How do you promise your daughter to somebody like that? How can we have promised our... Yeah, exactly. Oh. Well, that explains that. With a knife to my throat, I'm not sure what else we could have done. I think our daughter will marry some barbaric thug, though. We can't let this happen, Eric. Don't worry, we will solve this. Damn right we will. What about the witch? Do you remember the curse? I don't even want to think about this. Let's just hope the curse is nothing but a hoax. Let's see how things with the thug turn out. What now? What are we gonna do? If Barry never shows up to claim our daughter's hand, hopefully no one will believe him. We just need to play stupid. Unless he shows up with an army. Don't be silly now. How can a commoner afford a thing? Even we can't. Okay, bro. By raiding all your stuff, that's why you can't afford anything, because they're raiding for an army. How can the Redovians get to Davern? Anything seems possible at this stage. You did send the bandit to the dungeons. I already told you I did it, Aurelia. Oh, yes, yes. I'm sorry, darling. It's just too much to think about. Okay. How are you holding up? I don't know. It's so unreal. Marry a prince, a lord even? Yes. But let her marry a thug? We can't do this. It'll be fine. I won't let them take her away. Alright. Well, I'm gonna stop here. It's almost been an hour. I'm gonna cut this in hour parts. I don't want to play this game. I did look up this game on how long to beat. It's about 6-ish hours, 7 hours or so. I obviously don't want to do that all in one sitting, so I'm gonna cut this up. Let me save. Oh, crap. Oh, yeah, it saves between weeks. Okay, one sec. Let me go finish this week out. We'll finish the week out, and then we'll save. It'll auto-save. Yes, father. There was a wedding in the village. I've heard there's quite a fine wedding in the village just outside our walls. Considering the resources you spent out to help them out with it, it definitely was. How do you know this? Sounds as if they had the honor of a royal guest. No, of course not. I've heard what people will say, that's all. Come on now, I know about the wedding. Orsulia told me what happened. How would she know anyway? Oh, of course, Sedani. Sedani. I'm worried about her. I wouldn't forgive myself if something happened to you. You have no need to worry, nothing will happen. Do you know what's out there? What could have happened if someone found a princess by herself in the village? All the drunkards, thugs. Nothing happened, father. I was dressed differently. I was careful. I'm not stupid. I know what I'm doing. All I wanted was a little fun. Lord Celia said you got drunk? That is a lie. I know what I'm doing. I can take care of myself. How many times? Since she turned 13, she thinks you'll make her marry some fat, dumb prince and send her off to another castle. If she tends to be such a lousy rat, maybe it will be for the best. Damn. Is that why she's acting up lately? Yeah, probably because you promised her hand in marriage and she's scared. I suppose so. It doesn't change the fact that she's just infuriating. And it doesn't change the fact that you didn't stop with the name calling. You are confined to the castle. You are grounded, young lady. When I was younger, my parents used to ground me by taking away my computer. And it was stupid, honestly. Like, the computer back then was the only thing I had fun doing anything. And riding bikes, but they would take that away too. I think it's stupid to punish kids that way. I think if you're going to punish a kid, just sit him down, explain what he did wrong, make him apologize, make him understand, you know, what he did wrong. So I don't like any of these options. But I'm just going to say no more visits to the market because that's the dangerous thing I'm worried about with her. Why should I stop her from playing games? Like, that's stupid. And if she enjoys horse riding, then let her horse ride. She didn't, like... It's because she went to the market that I'm upset. He will not be visiting the markets. What am I supposed to do inside these godforsaken walls? Ride horses, play games. I didn't forbid you to do those. Oh, stupid Lorcilia. I will teach her a lesson. I think I skipped it accidentally. It said stop with the nonsense. I better talk to Lorcilia. Alright, let's go top. We're running out of time for this segment. Let's keep going. Got one more thing to do. My scared as hell daughter of being married. Oh, it's you. Celia told me what's going on. Celia told me why you might be feeling a bit down recently. I think your mother and I started to figure out it anyway. I'm sorry we didn't realize it earlier. Oh, and why is that? You won't have to marry a stranger. You're a grown-up woman now. You will have to get married at some stage. Well, back in the medieval days, as everyone knows, is probably watching this, it was common to marry your daughters off young to various lords and nobles, and in return they would be bound to your family and therefore have to offer money, arms, political dealings, trade, and assist. It's basically how you made alliances back then, is you would offer your daughter's hand in marriage. The ideal outcome being to a prince or a king, and they have children, and your daughter's really, you know, either way. You won't have to marry a stranger. You're a grown-up woman now. I don't want to say you won't have to marry a stranger. I don't want to lie to her. Because I think at some point in this game, they're going to make me decide who to make her husband. And I don't want to lie to my daughter. Call me soft. You're a grown-up woman now. You will have to get married at some stage. I don't know what to say here. I want to say number one, but I know it's not true. I'm predicting this game's BS. I know they're going to make me say number one to be a good guy, and then later on, they're going to force me because the Rodovians are coming and I need to have this big prince's army to help me. And the only way I can get it is with my daughter's hand in marriage to save my kingdom. I'm predicting it, so I don't want to lie. I'm just going to say, well, you're going to have to get, you're going to have to get married at some stage. You're a princess, and every princess needs a prince. Getting upset and not talking to us won't help, but I can promise that we will take it slow. Okay, that's a good answer. Time will show. Hey, I'm gonna try, but this game's gonna be a bullshit and just be like, next week you must get married, otherwise the kingdom will explode. Alright. Let me just make sure there's nothing else to do. Nope, I don't see anything. Let's go back to the throne room real quick. Let me talk to my advisor, because I don't think I did that this week. Oh, he's not here. Never mind. Where could he be? Nowhere else. Okay. Let's look at these archives. So, let's go through this, and then we'll wrap it up for this segment. The main entry, so the main quest. The Rodovian Bite. When a Rodovian man showed up at Devern's castle, Eric immediately knew it was about the promise he and his wife made 13 years ago. Aurelia agreed with Eric's worries. Bayran, a thug from Rodovia, who was... I can't read. Aurelia agreed with Eric's worries. Bayran, a thug from Rodovia, was after the king's oldest daughter, Lucilia. Well, he's not going to get her, alright? Because I'm a king, and he can go suck it. Lost beloved son, a father came asking to help his son. The king said, yeah, I did that. Ransom, or yeah, this dude. I'm a little bit worried about this dude. I hope he finds his son. I hope he's telling the truth. I may have just lost 12 gold. I may have gotten scammed and left like a clown. Paranoid lord. A lord visited the castle. He mentioned something about fearing for his life. But oh yeah, this dude. I don't know what that was about. The eldest daughter of Eric. Yeah. After finding out why Lorcilia was upset, the king assured her that she will not be rushed into... Yeah, hopefully not. But... again, I'm predicting she will. Acelia, sneaking out of the castle without the king's permission, flouted his boundaries. The king decided to ban her from... Well, To be fair, there was no fourth option. I'm not going to punish you, but here's what you did wrong. The only option was to ban her from something, and the market seemed like a reasonable choice, honestly. Because it is quite dangerous for a princess to be by herself in the market without any security in these days. The queen would never allow her daughter to marry a thug. She hopes that the king will resolve the situation before it is too late. I hope so too, man. I hope so too. And the completed ones, the monsters. It was the Radovian dude. And divine intervention. Yeah, I set the dude free. Alright. Let's end the week. Oh god, I made like nothing. I have 4 gold. I had 0. I have 4. It's because Stan, dude. Stan's killing me. Stan is absolutely destroying my treasury. Ugh. Yeah, I have nothing. I'm gonna have to borrow money, I think, to get me afloat. I should have borrowed money at the... Well, now I know. I know. It's not gonna start kicking in until later, until I get more happiness, so... In order to get that happiness, I have to spend money, so I need more money, so I should probably borrow. If I'm able to borrow this week, I will. But that'll be it for this week. Let me save and quit. And, yeah, this was awesome. This was a great game. I was not expecting much when I first saw it. Hold on, let me... Professional duder here. There it is. I wasn't expecting much. I was expecting... I don't know what I was expecting, honestly. I wasn't really expecting this. It's awesome. It's fantastic. The fact that I'm able to roleplay is everything I said before, 100% more. You know, they're really just... I can't think of a lot of games out there that I've played. I play a lot of historical games, like I said, because I'm into history. Hearts of Iron 4, Victoria 2, Europa Universalis 4, all that stuff. You know, Civ 5, Civ 6, all those, you know, historical games that you could play 4X. And I enjoy them immensely, you know. But I really enjoy getting into the personal, like, court of a king, and being a king, and making the decisions, and being with my family, and really what ties it all together is the resource management. Because I really feel like I'm a king, and I need to spend my gold wisely. You know, if it was just a game where, oh, I'm going to execute you, okay. I'm going to execute you, okay. You go to the dungeon. You join my army. It's like, if there was no, like, resources involved, maybe it's because I also, like, my favorite genre of all time is RTS. I love RTS games. I've played every RTS you could think of. I probably played it. I love RTS games, and I love resource management. You know, that's why I keep using the word macro. It's an RTS term, or at least it's widely used. I don't know if it originated in RTS, but in Brood War, StarCraft Brood War, macro is when you focused on your economy and you built up more and more units to overwhelm your enemy, who, if they were focusing on something else other than macro, and they weren't building workers to get more resources, they would have a smaller army because they wouldn't have as much resources. So the resource management really ties it all in together, and it really works well in the narrative. And this music is fire. I don't know if you guys can hear this very well, but this music is sick. Yeah, I plan on uploading this every day. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, you know, whatever YouTubers say. And I appreciate you. Thank you very much.